Hi, and welcome to the Toon Goons, the podcast in which we take an adult and critical perspective into the world of cartoons and animation, and analyze how they affect the pop cultural landscape at large. I'm one of your hosts, Nikki.
I'm Nina.
And I'm Tooch Sensei, because we can't be stopped, but if you don't stop us in time, this podcast will destroy the Earth.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. I wish I could destroy something right now.
Nina's just started her senior year of college.
Woohoo!
This week we are talking about the anime Assassination Classroom. I was trying to remember the name. Emoji Octopus Man? Fuck.
It's Ass Class.
Ass Class, yes.
Ass Class.
It's a really cool show that Tooch brought to our attention. Never would have crossed my radar otherwise. And we're going to get into it soon, but first we got some pretty cool news. And at least one thing that's stupid.
Yeah, one stupid thing and 3 not stupid things.
You want to start with the big thing?
Okay, yeah, let's start with the Emmys.
Yep. Now, we on this show have a history of being very dismissive towards award shows.
They suck.
Because they suck and they're bad and they're stupid. But if they
all of those things.
But when good things win, that's pretty okay.
Yeah, if they have to exist, it's good if they recognize something that we think was great. And they did this year.
What we're trying to say is we want to run every award show. Otherwise, they're garbage. Get them out of here.
Some of them we would run to the ground. Like anything on Spike, fuck. Obliterate it. Shoot into the sun.
Is that still a channel?
Yes.
But the Emmys, the 2 big winners of animation, were our frontrunners. The long-form winner was Over the Garden Wall, the miniseries on Cartoon Network from last fall that blew us all the goddamn hell away. We did an episode on it last year if you want to listen to it. It's a pretty good one and a pretty good show that we can't recommend highly enough.
It's so good. It's going to Ottawa.
Watch it soon. It's almost autumn.
Amazing. Everyone should watch it.
Yes. It beat out, letting this load, it beat out,
Archer, Bob's Burgers, The Simpsons, and South Park.
Yeah. Archer and Bob's Burgers are, also very deserving of it. Like, Simpsons and South Park are past their prime.
This is the thing about award shows. It's like, more times than not, all this stuff deserves awards, but it's like, now they're losers now for no reason. Because someone said they were.
Last year was such an incredible year for animation. Like, both on television and in cinemas. I would say the best year for animated movies in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of really good stuff that came out last year.
Yeah, it's very true.
The Outstanding Short-Form Animated Program winner was finally getting its due. Adventure Time for the episode Jake the Brick. A quietly profound episode from last year that was easily one of the best episodes of a very odd and very profound season. Wasn't my particular favorite, but my favorite wouldn't have fucking won anything in an award show because it was crazy. My favorite was Grable's 1000 Plus, but like, I wouldn't have nominated that. Are you kidding me? Whereas Jake the Brick was perfect for this kind of thing. It didn't require any past knowledge. I mean, it's of course enhanced by that when they show like all the other characters listen to this crazy broadcast, but it's an episode anybody can just jump into and really enjoy, and gives a really good cross-section of what Adventure Time is currently about.
Mm-hmm. And it beat out Disney Mickey Mouse, Regular Show, Robot Chicken, Steven Universe, and Wander Over Yonder.
Good stuff. They should win a thing.
Yeah, Steven and Wander still have yet to get their dues. Like, Steven has,
I think this is the first time they've been nominated.
Yeah. Steven is currently the best children's cartoon on television.
I've just started saying it's the best show on television.
I think it is the best.
That's not even hyperbole anymore.
I don't think it's hyperbole either. I honest to God don't think it's.
And
hyperbole.
I discussed this with one of my friends, two of my friends, my college friends, they come down to visit from they're up in Illinois where one of them goes to grad school. They're both dating, but they come down and they always ask me for cartoon recs, and I recommended Steven Universe to them, and then we were talking about how great it was the last time they were down, and I was just like, yeah, it's literally the best thing on television. And my friend Dan, who watches Big Boy shows too. He just sort of like stops and like contemplates and just goes like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's not doing anything that the Big Boy shows are doing, that's for sure.
Except meth.
And it's also not doing any of the gross things that Big Boy shows are doing these days. Yep. So,
like every shot of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. God. Now, I think it is the best show on television. I don't think it's the best show. I still think that's BoJack, but there's an asterisk by that because it's streaming exclusive.
Yeah, everybody has their own opinion about what their favorite show is, but
some people's are wrong.
Yeah,
whatever.
If it's not one of those two, but yeah, Steven Universe still has like 700 episodes that have been ordered that are being made right now. So it's got its time to get this useless recognition that it deserves. And Wander too. Like Disney's Mickey Mouse has won like 4 times. Regular show is 1 to 4. Robot Chicken, I do not care for.
Yeah.
And then for voice performances, which is also in our wheelhouse, Hank Azaria won for the Simpsons episode The Princess Guide. Now, I haven't seen any of the most recent episodes of The Simpsons. I don't know how good that episode was, but Hank Azaria is a good actor. And the voice actors in that show continue to be the most reliably good thing about it.
Oh, yeah,
but
absolutely.
John Roberts for Bob's Burgers, Eat Spray Lindo was nominated.
I would have preferred that.
I haven't seen that episode, but it sounds like the best one.
Oh, it's insane. Do you know the premise?
I mean, I've heard of Eat, Pray, Love.
Well, Linda gets like lost somewhere and has to find her way home with like no keys, wallet, or phone. The spray refers to she gets skunked twice.
Oh, no.
Was it 2 skunks or the same skunk twice? I couldn't tell. I was blinded by skunk.
I feel like Bob's Burgers and Rick and Morty are like battling it out for funniest episode titles.
They are at each other's throats. Simpsons had 3 nominations, which is weird, but I mean, Dan Castellaneta and Tress MacNeille are also incredible voice actors. I think it's interesting that there were no kids shows in that category, but what are you going to do? Anyway, Good job, Emmys. You didn't disappoint me this year, but there's always next year. Fuck this.
It's always next year for us to hate you all over again.
Don't stop giving up hope so soon, or something.
Yep.
And speaking of hating things...
All right, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Our one little...
Stupid thing
is, in case you didn't know, DreamWorks is making a movie about troll dolls called Trolls.
Now, Nina, are trolls in your wheelhouse?
With an S, not a Z, which is, I guess, important.
No, they are not, Tooch. And the current trolls are called Zelfs now, apparently.
No, you can't do that.
Google Zelfs.
I refuse.
Okay.
You can't make me.
Okay. I never really got the troll thing. I still don't really get the Zelf thing, but
all I remember as to me as a kid trying to figure out what the appeal was with troll dolls, all I could think of was like, they have crazy hair and they're naked. I guess that's funny.
I mean, the hair was fun to play with.
More fun to eat.
I googled Zelfs. They're trolls with the My Little Pony palette.
Yeah.
Gross.
So the reason why this story has landed on our palettes this week is because Justin Timberlake is going to be in the movie, and everything he does deserves coverage, because he is who he is. He is going to be playing a character called Branch, who together... a plucky survivalist.
The reason why... if I can guess why Tooch finds that so funny, is because of a tweet I shared with him, I think at last MagFest, by at Cartoon Funtime, which is that Branch is the best unrecognized fart onomatopoeia.
Yeah, that's the one. I feel like we talked about it on the show.
I don't know if we have. She's
we
right.
Did now.
So yeah, Timberlake will star as a plucky survivalist named Branch, who together with Princess Poppy, played by Anna Kendrick, will be swept up in an epic adventure that takes the trolls far beyond the only world they have ever known.
So
which
the
I guess
Smurfs.
is...
So it's the Smurfs.
It's the Smurfs.
It doesn't
They're even
say...
he's even hiding behind the logo that looks fake. That's not their. It's their logo. It's just It's just letters. It's really flat letters with a 3D thing behind it.
Yeah.
And look at look at the troll on the logo. Is it just a head with limbs? Is it bending over?
I don't know.
It's gonna come out November 4th, 2016. It's going to be directed by Mike Mitchell, who directed Shrek Forever After.
Oh, good. Oh,
Which I
great.
did not watch. But
Glad to see he's still getting work.
And it will be a musical adventure.
A jukebox musical adventure?
It just says musical adventure. Original CG.
I honestly don't know why I asked. Either way, it's going to be garbage.
It's going to be the worst. But I love how this article gives everybody a nice history about troll dolls. In case anyone wanted to know.
Because no one's heard of them anymore because they've been irrelevant for decades.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, 17 years too late or so.
There's probably some straight to VHS Trolls cartoons from like the 90s, I have to imagine. That sounds like something they would do.
I would honestly be astonished if there weren't.
Yeah.
That would actually be fucking insane if there weren't. That would be the craziest thing I've ever fucking heard if there were not.
There were a couple attempted revitalizations of the brand. Like, there was the Trolls with the Z, which were like spunky girls. They keep trying to make them a thing again. And this is just the newest instance of that.
Yep.
But they will never be a thing. Like, I appreciate that this Danish fisherman and woodcutter couldn't afford a present for his young daughter and gave her a gross troll, but I don't understand why that has to be the burden of the rest of humanity.
Like the original troll dolls are kind of hideous.
I've always found them very unappealing.
I don't like them.
Right. Justin Timberlake is a decent actor. He's not great, but he gets the job done in a lot of the stuff he is, which is to say, 80% of his acting work is on SNL now, which, I mean, what do you want?
Well, he did a good boo-boo on the Yogi Bear movie. At least his impression was good.
Yeah, but he was in the Yogi Bear movie.
Yeah.
So, like, he was in Shrek the Third. So his cartoon, his animated, resume doesn't look good. Kendrick was at least in Paranorman. I believe as the older sister.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. She's alright. I don't have much of an opinion on her. Part of me wishes I disliked her so I could call her Anna Schmendrick, but I have nothing to back that up.
Well, get ready to be trolled.
You motherfucker, you know.
You know it will.
You son of a bitch, my sister. You know that's going to be the goddamn tagline.
Of course I do. I live in New York. I've seen all these fucking poster ads. I know how these people think.
You're a poster whisperer.
If one of them makes a troll face, I'm gonna burn a building down. I don't know which one yet. Cross your fingers, listeners, and hope it's not your house.
The marketing...
There's no telling.
Whoever they hired for marketing would be the most germane solution.
Okay, anyway. Let's talk about something interesting and cool. Our good buddy that we're not actually friends with that we wish we were, Justin Roiland,
soon to be friend of the show,
is working on a new show.
I just want to take really, really, really famous people and nonchalantly refer to them as friends of the show.
Yeah.
Even if they're dead. Like King Richard III, friend of the show.
Was he a cool guy?
No.
Yeah,
he was royalty.
He was an English king? So no.
I don't want to be friends with not cool guys. It's like a number one rule. So Roiland this week tweeted to his Twitter that he is working on a new animated show called Solar Opposites for Fox. He tweeted some storyboard sketches and explained the premise. Apparently, his partner on the show, Mike McCann, was not too happy about his impulsive, I'm going to tell the whole world about this show now.
I bet he broke NDA for this.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff isn't really announced on Twitter.
No, it is not. He's probably going to get in trouble, but maybe it
I'm
will
not
backfire and work
surprised.
in his favor?
Yeah, no, it seems very on brand for him.
Yeah, it seems like because this is so him that he'll get like a slap on the wrist for just like, oh, Justin. You can't do that. Sternly wag finger. You. Scamp.
I mean, it's Fox. He'll be canceled after a season anyway. It looks interesting. Visually, it looks like Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, all of the main cast shown in this image, like they all look like Justin voices them.
He probably does.
He voices. I want him to voice every single one of these motherfuckers. Jesse, Corvo, Terry, Yumulak, and the Pupa.
The Pupa's my favorite.
Yeah, already.
The show is about a family of aliens that escapes its doomed homeworld and ends up on Earth living in the suburbs.
Oh, so it's like Justin Roiland's Coneheads.
Yes. Here we have an image of them running away from their planet in their spaceship. A sketch of them buying
really
the
good
house
drawing of
that
the
they
planet
crashed
exploding.
into. And a sketch of one of the guys being the grossest. And
Pupa's got a pizza, though.
Yeah. And another guy not approving. And then another one of, what are their names? One is Jesse, the other
think
one
that's
might
Corvo.
be Corvo.
Yeah,
Who have a little jar of tiny people in them, and they're laughing. These drawings also have the fuzzy pupils.
The asterisk eyes.
Yeah,
Asterisks? Is that
yeah,
anything?
asterisks. It is now asterisks. It's a little hard to say.
It honestly
Gotta
looks
practice.
so much like visually like Rick and Morty, and even like it's still like sci-fi juxtaposed with the banality of suburban life. I would be surprised if this doesn't share a universe, at least probably implicitly because of network shit. But I bet this implicitly shares the universe with Rick and Morty. I bet
The
there'll
only
be
thing that's different is this illustration with the slob guy with the half-naked woman sleeping on him. The woman is drawn much less cartoony than
Oh yeah, she
the
looks
other
like
characters.
something out of a comic book.
So it might be that the aliens are the only ones that look the way they do, and maybe all the other characters will look like they come out of Archer or something.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Although, like, since it's concept art, or it might just be for the goof. So
Maybe.
we'll see. We'll see unless
this
this
may-
doesn't get made.
Yeah, this may be stuff that we weren't supposed to see. This may be like pre-alpha shit.
This
Yeah, I'm
might
pretty
never
sure
see the light of day,
We weren't supposed to see
especially
any of this.
now. Maybe Justin thought like, oh, if I leak this, then we gotta do it, not understanding that usually the opposite happens.
Yep. Well, I'm interested in it. I wish it wasn't on Fox because that doesn't bode well. But historically, is A, cartoon, B, sci-fi. That's a bad combo. But I hope it does well. Hope it's good. First, I hope it's good. Then I hope it does well. If it sucks, I hope it does bad. And we got one more
Sorry,
thing.
Justin. Oh yeah, one more thing is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Disney XD has recently picked up the animated fantasy series Fangbone. It's a show that was recently commissioned by DHX TV for Canada audiences. But Disney XD is going to bring the show to the US, Latin America, Southeast Asia, and Taiwan. And it is about the titular hero, named Fangbone, who is a young barbarian from Skullbania, as he travels through a magical portal into the suburbs of our world with the most dangerous burden in his possession. His mission is to protect the blackened and slightly jam-smelling big toe of venomous drool from being reunited with its master, the evilest sorcerer in all the planes of existence. Together with his new best friend Bill, a kid whose weirdness is his ultimate weapon, Fangbone must battle Drool's monstrous creations, along with Footfinders, magical independent contractors, and the thieving Shadow Steppers to keep the toe secure.
Okay.
So it's Star vs. the Forces of Evil for boys.
Exactly. That is my exact impression when I see this. And I don't want to be, skeptical right off the bat necessarily off of what I'm sure, was somebody's, idea that they wanted to make.
Oh, yeah.
But the timing is weird because it's, same channel as Star, visually similar to Star, extremely similar premise to Star, but there's no ladies in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There
It
are absolutely no ladies.
It comes across as very cynical. Oh, I'm looking at this right now, based on the books by New York Times bestselling author Michael Rex. So this is an extant property. It's not like the creator was like, oh, I'm gonna, steal Star versus the Forces of Evil's pizza. But the idea of the optioning and the decision to air it now, I mean, part of it may just be, oh, people like Star, we'll do something similar to Star, but the fact that this is so androcentric, with such a similar premise, it seems very weird.
I mean, this promotional image is pretty much Star.
Yeah.
But with this,
and honestly, even if Star didn't exist, there's also been a million other shows similar enough where it's this one is unnecessary. It doesn't really have I don't know, maybe through the execution and through the tone and the writing, it could have its own thing to say, but through premise alone, through premise alone, and this one image I'm looking at, where the same goblin is in the image but flipped, we won't notice it's exactly the same.
Oh my god!
They're twins.
Oh
They're
my
twins,
God.
but one's a lefty, and he broke his other horn in the exact same way.
Oh my God.
Their names are Mitch and Fitch.
That's awful.
Yeah, if it's gonna be good, it's gonna surprise us. But I always hope everything's gonna be good, except for
I don't want things to suck.
Yeah,
Unless the people making them are bad people.
Yeah. I also saw one other thing, and I don't know that much about this, so I'm going to cover it briefly, but another XD thing, a thing that Disney XD just picked up is a Japanese show called Yokai Watch, which I understand is currently the big Pokemon over there.
Yeah, I was debating on whether or not we wanted to talk about that, but yeah, Yokai Watch is coming.
It looks cute.
The US, and it does look very cute.
And it's done by Level 5. That's what's most interesting to me. Level 5, if you don't know, are the guys who made the Professor Layton games.
Well, that's because Yokai Watch, like Pokemon, is a multimedia powerhouse, which includes it's going to be, I'm trying to find the article.
Johnny Young Bosch is going to star.
Ooh!
Oh my god!
As long, assuming that Nate is the main character. He's listed first, but that may just be a billing thing.
Mm-hmm. I think he is. Yeah, it's coming to Disney XD October 9th, and it's coming with on November 3rd, Nintendo 3DS game. No. The corresponding manga will come out through Viz Media November 3rd. Nintendo 3DS game will arrive November 6th, and a line from Hasbro will come in January to the US.
That includes toys, games, and digital experiences. Eat my butt.
Centered around collectible medals.
That's not an entity.
Thing.
Digital experiences. What does that mean?
Digimon.
Anyway.
Websites? Web games? Did they mean web games?
Apps. Apps. Synergy. Buzzwords. Brand.
Emoji?
The synopsis, if you haven't heard anything of Yokai Watch, apparently yokai have infiltrated the world, and Nate, which I'm sure was his name in Japanese, using his Yokai Watch, is going to...
They stopped doing that for dubs. I thought they just stuck to Japanese names and taught actors how to say them.
Well, here's the thing I'm really fascinated about. Because I was talking to my friend who has been in Japan for the last 6 months, and who himself is Japanese and speaks Japanese. And I was asking about Yokai Watch, and I was like, what do you think about it? Do you think it's going to be a Pokemon? I mean, I don't care. I think it's cool if there's another Pokemon. And he's like, I don't know, because for one, it aims much younger. And
That's true.
two, it's based very much in Japanese. It's very Japanese.
Yeah.
More so than Pokemon was.
I mean, it's the first goddamn word of the 2-word title.
I mean, the whole thing...
Pokemon is honestly... Pokemon has a lot of subtle origin. Like, a lot of the individual Pokemon are based off of folklore and things, but you don't need that context like you do with yokai.
Yeah, the only thing
also
that the
Pokemon
dub
takes place in definitely Japan. Like,
Yeah.
if you look up the geographical references, like, every town is a real Japanese town.
Yeah. You can make a big map.
Yeah, but like some of these monsters are pretty out there. And I was wondering, I was like, is that going to be cool for kids? Or is that going to be too weird? And I was also wondering how they were going to localize it, because back when we were watching Pokemon, they had to say they were eating donuts instead of rice balls and stuff like that. But now that we live in 2015, we might not have to do that. So I'm curious.
Now we're in an America where everybody won't shut up about how great sushi is. I think we're cool.
Yeah, I think we can handle it. So I am very curious to see, you know, this. It seems like they're going to completely. I mean, November is going to be the month of Yokai Watch. Like,
they're
all
pushing.
this shit's coming out.
It's hit or miss. I'm sure all of their butt cheeks, everybody who's riding on this to be successful, they just won't poop for a whole month.
Yeah,
They're waiting.
like pretty much.
Just clenched. But I'm really hopeful for this to hit it at least successful over here, if not big. Not for any particular reason having to do with this thing I know anything about, but because if yokai get well known and accepted over here, maybe we'll get some localization of an even longer running anime manga franchise that's only been big in Japan because it's yokai centered. Gegege no Kitaro.
Oh, is that the really weird one? It's been around forever.
It's been around since like the 60s. Like every
Yeah.
decade,
What
it
the
gets a
hell?
new anime.
It's really psychedelic and weird. It looks super cool.
Mostly, it's not really an execution. It's just like a bunch of really dopey looking cartoony yokai having shenanigans and stopping grumpy mean yokai sometimes. And the theme song is catchy. I super dig what I've seen of it. And I just always assumed, like, well, this is never coming over here, so whatever. But now there's hope.
I mean, this little kid is very cute. Like, look how cute this kid is.
He's pretty adorbs.
Whisper seems like he's not cute enough to be the mascot monster, though. It seems like a weird choice.
No. The puppy one. That kitty cat.
I haven't seen him.
It's Whisper and...
Whisper's the ghost. Okay, I'm seeing this cat now.
Chibion.
I'm seeing this
That
cat
thing-
now. This cat has...
That thing
what it takes.
is very marketable. He's
Yeah.
very cute. I actually really like the way those guys look.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of appalled that Johnny Young Bosch is going to play a 5th grader. I don't think he's ever gone that young before.
Maybe
He's always sounded
that's not
very
who he's
young.
Voicing. Maybe do the yokai talk? Maybe he voices Whisper.
It says he's Nate.
Oh,
No, he's
well,
Nate.
shit.
He's
Anyway, I don't think there will ever be a Pokemon. I just don't think that human history can sustain 2 media franchises that were that
Pokemon
crazy
has
big.
to die. Pokemon has to die before something can take its place.
I don't even think it could happen again. I think it was such...
We don't live in that world anymore.
No, I think that's unrepeatable, but, you know, other stuff has been big in similar ways.
Oh my god, the cat's so cute.
Jibanyan.
He's
I
so
think.
cute with little butt dance. I'm sorry.
Let's all just get these games, like, right now.
I am curious to see what the gameplay is like. Anyway,
Yep.
that's been more than enough.
Yeah, let's get into this show.